So, I was able to drop out of college and start my online business because I was based in India. 3 years ago, I was in college, also a broke magician, but now I make full-time income doing online businesses as a 20-year-old living in India. And all this is made very easy because I am born in a poor country like India. If I were in the US, it would have been much more difficult, and in this video, you will find out why. Hey guys, if you are new here, my name is Rainson and welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about why living in a poor country like India or any other poor country if that matters has an unfair advantage over living in rich countries like United States or the United Kingdom. If you have ever been in a situation where you are like, I'm born in a poor country, I cannot follow my dream, I cannot follow my passion, I have to be a doctor, I have to go get a 9-to-5 job, I wish I were born in America. If you have ever been in that situation, then this video will give you an entirely different perspective. Okay, so before I talk about the advantage of living in poor country, let's be honest, we do have some disadvantage of living in poor country, which I will later talk in the video. But right now, let's talk about the advantage of living in poor country. Okay, so it's quite obvious. What is the advantage of living in a poor country? The cost of living. In India or any poor country if that matters, the cost of living is 5 times if not 10 times lower than living in countries like the United States or the United Kingdom. And this is quite a big advantage. Imagine if you make $3,000 in a month, and if you live in the United States, you will have probably nothing left over at the end of the month. But if you live in country like India, you can still live for $300 in a month. Or if you are like me who spend quite a bit, like $1,000 a month, you can still have $2,000 set over at the end of the month, which you can use to expand your business, which you can use to invest. If you are in the business world, you should know how much of a big advantage it is to have $2,000 set over every single month. And this is the advantage of living in a poor country. But you may say, hey Rainson, it's right, but I think making $3,000 a month in India is much harder than making $3,000 a month in the United States. You are right and also wrong. Okay, if you talk about selling groceries in India versus selling groceries in the United States, of course you will make much profit selling groceries in the United States. But this is the era of the internet. The possibilities are endless. You can be in anywhere of this world and connect with anybody. For example, if you want to run a business in the United States, you don't have to be in the United States. If you want to run a business in the UK, Morocco, Spain, or any of that matters, you don't have to be there physically. You can be anywhere in this world and run the business. Okay, to make this more practical, let's take an example. Let's say you are a freelancer and you sell a service which costs $20, and you sell one service per day for 30 days, for a month. And at the end of the month, you will have $600. If you are based in the United States, $600 will give you a hard time. But if you are based in poor country like India, which I do, $600 is way above the average income people are making here in India. Another example is if you are a YouTuber and you have audiences from all around the world, and let's say you make $1,000 a month from YouTube AdSense, and if you are based in the US, that's gonna be hard. But if you are based in a poor country, $1,000 a month is a big amount of money. And that is why I was able to drop out of college and start my online business. When I dropped out of college back in 2019, I made 25,000 rupees, which is $350. It was not the end of the world or it was a big amount of money, but it was all the validation I needed to know that I can make this online business work. If I put in more effort, I know that I can expand it. And that's how I was able to drop out of college, making just $350 in a month. So those are the advantages of living in a poor country. But it doesn't mean that living in a poor country doesn't have any disadvantages. We do have disadvantages. For example, if you are a magician and if you are based in Las Vegas, you have a much higher chance of making a good career out of magic rather than being born in a village in India. Or if you are born as a singer in New York, you have a much higher chance of making a good career out of singing rather than being born in Kenya. Living in India, there is also another big disadvantage, and that is the price of electronics and sometimes cars are way much higher. For example, I bought this DJI Osmo Action for 25,000 rupees, which is like $350 recently, but it is priced $199 in the DJI official website, which means I'm paying around twice the actual price of the product. And for most of the electronics like the cameras, the lights, it's quite overpriced in India. It's more expensive than it is in the US. And some of the foreign cars are also overpriced in India. A $200,000 Lamborghini in the US will cost around $400,000 here in India. The point I want to make in this video is that all of us have disadvantages, but if we focus on the disadvantage, we will get discouraged and disappointed. But if we start focusing on the advantage, we can get the best value out of our life and become the best version of ourselves. So that is what you should be doing right now. Instead of complaining or making excuses, start focusing on the advantage you have and become the best version of yourself. I believe in you. You can do it. You can become a better person and provide value to the world. That's it for today, guys. If you're interested in this type of content about entrepreneurship, making money online, and personal development, subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Peace.